Commerce and law graduate, presently pursuing PhD on global transfer pricing, policy in emerging economies and impact of tax havens. He is working with one of the leading firm of chartered accountants. He is widely acclaimed speaker in India and international level, specifically in countries across East Africa, Middle East, Malaysia, Taiwan, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. His areas of strength includes auditing, IFRS implementation, international taxation, corporate restructuring, corporate laws, WTO matters, and policy framework requirements. He is a passionate public speaker, prolific debater on education, national economic issues, regulatory requirements in India, and regularly speaks on the advantage of startups and other policy matters. He regularly writes articles in reputed financial dailies and magazines. I have great pleasure in presenting to you Sri M. Sathya Kumar. Now I request our chairman Sri Raghavendra Rao garu to honor him with a floral bouquet.
Thank you, respected dignitaries of Andhra Chamber of Commerce, one of the prestigious chambers of commerce in the country, and one of the vibrant chambers. I've been seeing their activities in Chennai and Andhra Pradesh, especially their business people traveling abroad, expanding their business abroad, and it's a great opportunity for me to today deliberate about the startup matters. Thank you, Chairman and Mr. Secretary, Mr. Chairman Raghavendra Rao and Secretary Mr. Nandagopal sir for this opportunity. It was in June 2014 when the new government came in the central government, headed by the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. That is when the economy started booming up. I'm not sure whether it is a fortune of the new government or people say astrology of the new government, but definitely it is a good time for the country. There are two reasons to it. The main problem, any government when it gets elected, they want to do a good thing for the people, any government for that matter. But when this government came in, they not only got the majority in the Lok Sabha, but also got the advantage of oil price going down. Because of that, they were able to maintain the fiscal deficit and they were able to control the budgetary deficits, and they were able to bounce back to an extent. Today, the policy of the government is so vibrant, the young people are catching up with the trend, and they are able to kind of adapt to the new policies. And everywhere, I travel around the world for a lot of reasons, one on personal side, two on a professional side, three on as visiting scholar to some of the universities in Asia especially. The amount of brand image for an Indian today is enormous in the past, especially the past two and a half years. And add to that, when you come to the Andhra Pradesh, you have a lot of opportunities because it can be seen anyway. It can, the divide in the state can be seen as a challenge or sometimes as a good opportunity. I would deem this as an opportunity because you can create something new with a wonderful infrastructure, with the latest technology. If you look at any city today, be it Chennai, Kolkata, Mumbai, or even Hyderabad, it is messed up because it was not a planned infrastructure. But whereas now you have laid a foundation for Amravati in the hands of Honorable Prime Minister with the great labor leader, Mr. Honorable CM of Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu, you have laid the foundation for Andhra Pradesh, Amravati, and that state is going to be built in a very structured way with high-tech technology. Yes, I understand this may take some few years down the line, but it is worth the investment and the time you're going to spend for you and the future generation of Andhra Pradesh. The reason is the infrastructure what he's planning is one of the state of art infrastructure. I'm going to take you through all these things. Today, startup is not an independent topic. Startup has to be enabled with the Skill India policy, with the Digital India policy. It has to be enabled with the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, and at the state level, it has to be empowered with the CM's vision about creating incubation centers and creating colleges which are on the research side. I think it is a combined effort of the other policies of the government which is going to enable the startup. Startup is just not an independent activity. In fact, Andhra Pradesh is also a startup state, and startup state in the sense it's a SunRise state now. And somebody is going to establish a startup here. They're going to go along with the government. Believe me, in the states I visited, in the places I visit, recently I was in Taiwan. I was given an appointment to meet the previous ambassador, Mr. Philip A. Wong, a Vinci Ong. He was the ambassador of Taiwan in India. I went inside and he asked my name. I said my name is Sathya Kumar. As he was there in India before, he came to know I am from South India. He immediately opened up and said, the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh is a very good friend of him, because the amount of interest he showed towards development of the state, whenever he goes abroad and speaks to people, shows the interest on his people. So, and not only that, you look at the ambitious plan he has. In fact, when he goes to Japan, none of the chief ministers of other states make a presentation to the stakeholders or the investors. But he makes all the effort to make the presentation to the investors that shows the passion towards developing the state. He doesn't act as an honorable chief minister of the state. He acts as a CEO, a chief executive officer of the state, in developing the state for the inclusive growth of the people, from top to the bottom. I think this is a great advantage for the state in the first place. This is my opening remarks about this presentation. In fact, look at the branding. So there was a lot of presentation happening at the US level. The vision he has is to, the moment he established a startup village in Vizag, he immediately spoke to some of the youngsters for the delegation to Silicon Valley. So he wants to make Vizag like a Silicon Valley. It's a dream project he has. What is going to happen if all this is going to happen? Believe me, take it from me, in the 10 years down the line, Andhra Pradesh will be #1 in the infrastructure, Andhra Pradesh will be #1 in the IT, information technology, Andhra Pradesh will be #1 in the construction, Andhra Pradesh will be #1 in education. Andhra Pradesh, today education innovation is something different. Today education, the state of education in the country is that it is more theoretical. I'm not sure how many of them follow the education system in the country today. It is completely outdated. But the vision the present Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh has, the Honorable Chief Minister has, is about creating that ecosystem where the education is more practical, more research oriented. This is what is going to be the future of the country, for which a lot of projects and visions have been brought in by the Chief Minister in the state. One such program is your startup. And believe me, before even the central policy came in, the startup policy first came in the country from Andhra Pradesh. It was in September 2014, the startup policy itself has been enabled in the country, in the state of Andhra Pradesh. But that is when the central government itself was thinking about bringing Startup India policy. So that shows the state's pioneering vision to bring about the startup culture. And in fact, one of the interviews where the Chief Minister is addressed, where I will also be running through that interview for benefit of the people here, is clearly told he is ready to lose money on the startup, because even betting on the startup is a worthwhile thing in the country, because the future is going to belong to the entrepreneurs. And he always said in any program, he doesn't want the students of especially from the Andhra Pradesh, not to be a job seekers, they need to be a job creators. He always had that dream. I think this dream can be realized at any point of time. And believe me, in 2007, last statistics what I have is 40% of visas to US is from Andhra Pradesh. 40% of the people who go to US is from Andhra Pradesh. Why? Because of education system. Why is that education system? Before, when people established engineering colleges, our Chief Minister at that point of time, when he was the present Chief Minister, when he was Chief Minister, he created engineering colleges around the state. And because of that, people graduated 5 years, 6 years period, and that helped them to go abroad. That helped them to go and earn foreign exchange. Today, independently, if you look at the foreign exchange of Andhra Pradesh, it is a majority of the foreign exchange of the country itself. So looking at this is a great inspiration to be opened up in Andhra Pradesh. Never worry that we don't have infrastructure presently in Andhra Pradesh, because the infrastructure what we are going to create is going to be state of art. He has engaged UK people in creating the Amaravati architecture. He is involving Japanese people in the Chennai, in Vizag, Jika has been involved. And Sri City, today you look at Sri City. I am from Chennai, most of my clients are in Chennai. Believe me, out of my client profile, about 40% of clients are in Sri City. I travel to Andhra Pradesh to do advisory work in Sri City. So looking at this, definitely it is looked upon. It's a ground reality. When I travel to Taiwan, Malaysia, people look upon Andhra Pradesh for investment. When they even ask me, where do I invest? Where do I come and float a company? My humble suggestion was always even though I am from Chennai, I told them, look at Sri City. There is a self-interest also, because I am from Chennai, I have to get a client. So it should be somewhere I should also be able to serve, lighter side. But all said and done, I told them to invest in Sri City, because Sri City, 30 days you get the clearance of establishment. Whereas in other states, it takes about 180 days for construction permit itself. Then you have to establish business. Then you have to incorporate. Then you have to get the pollution control clearance. But this is a state where they give 21 to 30 days. It has happened in the state. There are dialogues going on about 30 days, but it is happening in the state where 30 days clearance is already happening for establishment of business. And it is number 2 in India. It is a number 2 in ease of doing business. In ease of doing business, and this is going to raise up in the next year onwards to number 1. Believe me, it is all going to happen because of the able leadership of our Chief Minister and the vision and the hard work, the people of Andhra Pradesh also putting across with a leader. That's very important. So that the fire is already there, ignited Andhra Pradesh, and SunRise Andhra Pradesh state and SunRise startups are also brought in. This is the logo released by the Honorable Chief Minister with respect to Startup project of Andhra Pradesh. This is the entire vision of Andhra Pradesh. Why did I bring this slide? There is a Make in India. Not just because I am in Vizag today, I am speaking about Andhra Pradesh. I can show you hundreds of videos in my YouTube, even though I am stationed at Chennai, all the places, even in Taiwan, I have spoken about Andhra Pradesh. I never imagined I would be in Andhra Chamber of Commerce until I met Nandagopal sir. Even before that, it's been always I have been speaking about Andhra Pradesh everywhere, because of a single reason. When Bill Gates came to India, he did not visit any state. He visited Andhra Pradesh. He sat with the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. He gave appointment only to the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. That is the level at which the state was, and definitely this will also turn out to be that way. When Prime Minister came out with Make in India, always it is better to have a cooperative federalism. So the central policy is different and state policy is different. It is not going to be helpful for the people. Here is a Chief Minister, here is the people who actually complement for the central policy. When Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi came up with the Make in India project, it was followed up by the announcement by the Chief Minister saying, Make in India, but made in Andhra Pradesh. This is what is a cooperative federalism. It's a right model of cooperative federalism. None of the states even thought about it. And when Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji visited Japan, it was followed up by the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh visit saying, look, the Prime Minister said Make in India. Prefer Andhra Pradesh. Prefer Andhra Pradesh. He said Make in India. Why can't you prefer Andhra Pradesh? By explaining about each point about Andhra Pradesh, he was able to drive the investment into the Japanese corridor also. There is an all-round development. The beneficiaries are we, and for us only all the efforts are being made. Then Startup Village. Startup Village is a concept brought in by the Honorable Chief Minister from the Kerala government. Look, if he had thought, he would have engaged people like me or X or Y for development of startup project in the state. But he doesn't want to experiment. He wants to bring the best practices. Because experimentation might sometimes fail, but he wants to bring the best practices. He sent the IT secretary at that point of time to Kerala. They researched about this startup village, the viability and the feasibility of startup village, and the startup village is today there in Vizag. And Vizag is going to be the Silicon Valley of India. Silicon Valley of India, for a simple reason. the amount of policy and procedures the Andhra Pradesh government is bringing in. So why did I show this? It's a gift sometimes. You look at, for example, a different party in central and different party in state. Your benefits will not be what you actually can enjoy. We are going to have a different objective. If we are going to have different goals in the state and the central level, the political agendas are different, you will not get the benefit. Andhra Pradesh has the advantage of where the Chief Minister is cordially working with the Prime Minister, and he encourages the Prime Minister, and Prime Minister encourages the Chief Minister, and the policies are going to be beneficial for the people. I'm going to run you through a small video. I'll walk in and run you through this video. Look at this video, how the startup culture is going to be vibrant in the state.
One man believed that India
We can have the hand mic too, sir.
One man believed that he could change the world. We believe in a new trend for agreement.